All right. Hard-fought game. Just a really difficult loss. There's really no way to sugarcoat that. Our guys fought their ass off from beginning to end. As a coach, you can't ask for anything more than the effort that our guys put on the field. There's two good football teams going at it. Came down to the last play, and again, it hurts obviously to not be able to get this done. We've had obviously a few games like this where we've had chances to win right there at the end. And to not make the plays, not have some of the breaks bounce your way, it's a gut punch. There's no doubt about it. And so we're very disappointed with not finishing it off. I'm proud of the way that the guys fought. I'm proud of the way that the team played. Gave ourselves a lot of opportunities to win it there in the end. So we've got some work to do. We've definitely made some critical errors in some of the in some of these games that we haven't won, where we've had opportunities to finish teams off. And that's something that we all got to do a better job of. We've got to identify it. We've got to coach it better. And we've got to continue to progress as a team. So we got a united bunch of guys in that room that are hurting right now because they love playing the game with each other. I think you can tell that. They love playing the game for each other, for USC. And that's why you see us play the way that we play. And so they're hurt, but we will absolutely rebound. We're excited for what's coming up. And we understand the opportunities that are ahead for us, and we will be a hungry, motivated football team to go back to work and obviously dive into the second half of the season.
What was the thought process in the final minute with the timeout?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. It was, when we had the lost yardage play on I think it was the first down. We kind of at that point started talking about, all right, do we need to use timeouts and stop the clock? I think it was a 2nd and 12, if I remember right. We were talking about, all right, do we need to use timeouts and stop the clock here? Because all of a sudden it's 2nd and 12. If you don't get anything there, then it's 3rd and 12, and you just potentially bought them, a series, and we weren't in field goal range yet. So, we went back and forth on do we use them and stop the clock or not. And honestly, I felt so good about how Mike was hitting the ball. That we said, you know what, when we got to, I think it was a 3rd and 6 there at the end, it's like if we convert this, we still got timeouts, maybe go one more shot, and then obviously let him kick the field goal. So how well Mike was kicking it, I think, was the biggest reason I wanted to make sure that it was the last possession.
Miller, just describe how much this loss hurt, like Coach was talking about from a player perspective, both of you guys.
Yeah, they all hurt. This one especially was excruciating, just in the the manner that it happened. I think the flip side of that is that we've got a really, really good locker room filled with really great people and really great coaches that's going to continue to stay together and go on a run this back half of the season. And that's the number 4 team in the country. So what does that make us? So.
Kamari, with the day that Tyler Warren had, was there any idea of playing bracket defense or potentially double teaming?
I think that's a great question for Coach Lynn. But we had a great scheme, we had a great game plan going into the game, and I think he had a great game. He's a great player. Made some great catches too. So just tip your hat off to him. But we had a good game plan. We should have made plays to stop him too. So, but he made great plays himself. So tip your hat off to him.
Lincoln, this is another game in which you guys are a couple plays away.
Yep.
Does it feel like you're any closer to being able to close that gap, or at what point does that responsibility fall to you to?
It always falls to me. When have I ever shielded responsibility? I always take it. I'm the head coach. It's all my job. So believe me, there ain't nobody taking more responsibility than I am. So I don't know where that line of questioning comes from. Yeah, I think it is. And it's the good and bad of it, and it both exists. The reality is, we've played the toughest schedule in the country. The first 6 games, we've had a chance to win every single game. And that's hard to do. Like, to put yourself in position to win these games is freaking hard to do to begin with. So we're doing a lot of good, and I understand that good's not going to get seen by the outside right now because they're going to focus on the record and the fact that we've lost 3 games in the last play. And I understand it. Like, that's part of it. We all knew this when we signed up for big boy football. So I get it. We've got to do a better job at the end of games. I have to do a better job. Our coaches, our players, because we're doing too many good things to put us in situations where we have the lead and we can win. And but we got to get paid off for it. We got to be able to finish, and it all falls on my shoulders at the end, and that's part of why they call me head coach.
What's preventing you guys from getting that done right now?
I think it's all sides. I mean, I think you could look at all sides. We've had opportunities on offense. We've had opportunities on defense. Offense had the ball, obviously, with a chance to go score with 2 minutes and change and all the timeouts. Defensively, we got them to 2 4th and longs on the series before, where you like your chances on both those, and they made, 2 kind of crazy plays. So we've all had our chances. We all own in it. We got to coach better. We got to play better offense. We got to play better defense in those moments.
Going off that, Lincoln, is there anything as you look back at these kind of last 3 losses that you feel like, you reflect on, you feel like you could have done better as a head coach?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, everything that we do, again, ultimately falls on my shoulders. And so I promise you, I don't sweep any of the bad or anything that hasn't gone our way under the rug. We're going to go fight like we always do to improve, to continue to grow. I've got to continue to get better. I own that, and that's part of it. So, yeah, I mean, we got to all be better, and that starts with me.
What's the moment in this game that sits with you when it's 10, 11 o'clock at night and you're thinking back about this game today?
Man, that's like we do this for a living. Like, this is our life. Like, I didn't see my kids 4 nights this week. Like, I mean, this is what we do. I think about this every second, and when I go to sleep, I dream about it, and I wake up thinking about it. So I'll think about all of it. But the thing I'm not gonna do, and our team's not gonna do, is I'm not gonna let the things that we have to get better, the things that didn't go our way, all right, shield the great things that are happening in that locker room, on this defense, on this offense, and this program. I'm not gonna let that happen personally, because I've been in this long enough, man. Everybody's going to hit their adversity. That's part of it. And you either stand up and fight, or you bow down. And I'm not about to bow down.
Seems like you guys rotated a lot more on defense. Just a lot of young guys getting there too. What was the intent behind that? Was that related or just?
No, we didn't do it enough against Minnesota. We felt like that was something that we needed to be better at. We needed to trust some of these young guys, and I think they've also given us some reasons to want to trust them. You saw some young guys go in there and make some big time plays in a big ball game. So obviously developing that depth is going to be important with the stretch we've had and with the stretch that we've got ahead of us.
Lincoln, what was it that they were able to do with Tyler Warren that gave you the number?
Yeah, I mean, like Kamari said, listen, he's a great player. I mean, it's a guy that we knew he was going to be a challenge coming in. We had a couple coverage busts on him, and I think that's the thing we'll look back on. When you play a really good player like that, you just want to make them earn it, right? Like if they make a play, you want it to be like, hey, we were in coverage, we were in the right spot. Listen, the guy made a play. But we gave him a couple that we didn't make them earn it, and that's probably the thing that hurts the most.
Do one more?
Coach, this is only coming up as a former player because I know how I would react, but Penn State celebrated and they put their flag on the USC logo. What's your reaction?
Yeah, I don't get caught up in all that. I mean, that's all stuff outside the game. We're very proud of our program. We don't take a backseat to anybody, and that's all I would say.
Thank you, gentlemen.